Hello YouTube, my name's Tom, I'm with Rugged Root Farms, and today I'm going to be digging up a peach tree and replanting it at our new property. To be honest, I actually dug this up a few weeks ago, but due to some editing issues, this video had to be produced a little bit later than what I expected. I hope to get this one out first. I didn't quite make that. Anyhow, this peach tree that you see me already digging on came up from our compost. We do a very rough compost, and we throw basically whatever organic material we have into the compost, and one of the things we threw in was some peach pits. So this one started coming up in our garden, and we decided to go ahead and let it grow out a little bit till we figured out what it was. Turned out to be a peach tree. I'm having to dig out around some walking onion plants that you see me digging up here, the few that are getting in the way. I'm going to go ahead and transplant those over to the new property as well. If you've never heard of Egyptian walking onions, you really should look into them. They're really a cool plant. They are a perennial onion that grow little onion bulblets at the tops of the onion, which grow like little onions. So they produce new plants every year, lots of new plants every year. On average, it's about one plant produces another 7 or 8 plants. So they spread quite a bit. That's why one of the reasons why they call them walking onions. So I have plenty of those to spare, and I will happily take those up to the new property with us. So here at this point, I'm really just trying to limit the amount of weight that I have to carry from this property to the new one. Just kind of taking some of the dirt and putting it back where I got it. And then I'm going to start collecting all the walking onions and that I dug up and just have laying on the ground there. So I'm going to just kind of police those up and stick them in the bucket and take those with. And here I am planting that peach tree onto the new property. This happens to be the first tree that I'm planting on this property. So I really kind of wanted to get a video to remember the planting, I suppose. Kind of seemed like a momentous occasion. Kind of was nice that it also happened to be the first volunteer fruit tree that we happened to grow. As you might be able to see, one of the things that I've done is moved some of the dirt out of the way so that I can fit the roots rather than trying to spiral them in or cut them off. This actually gives the roots a chance to grow out into the environment. Another thing you might notice is I had this growing up in onions. The tree itself, the peach tree, just started growing from seed that we threw out into the compost. So whenever I dug it up, I just took the onions with the peach tree rather than trying to separate them. I figured it'd be a good little companion for it. And that happened to be my first attempt at narrating video, so hopefully I'm still getting better. Anyhow, what I'm doing here is just trying to fill it back in. I put a little bit of dirt underneath of it first to lift it up a little bit in order to get the root ball level with the top of the ground. And then I just filled in around it. And one of the things I did was I flipped the sod over in an effort to kill off the grass, which competes with fruit trees. Alright, now all I gotta do is come back and water it. Since this was my first attempt at taking a YouTube video, I didn't do very well at ending it. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, I hope you'll subscribe. If not for me, maybe for our goofy dogs, which so far have been in all of our videos. Thanks a lot.